Willie D Live.
But do you think Lean killed Pimp?
Man, I don't know. I was so heartbroken, bro. I was in the studio, because me and Pimp was supposed to do an album together, and I took for granted that I would talk to him in the next few days. He had just changed his number, and I called Red Boy over at Rap-A-Lot to get his number, and Red said, "Well, I don't have it, but I can get it to you when I get to the office Monday." Monday came, I didn't call Red to remind him, and then Tuesday came, if my memory serves me correctly, he died on a Tuesday, I believe. But I know that the next day.
We was at the funeral, man.
It was
you
the
was
next
distraught,
day.
Man, I seen you.
Yeah.
You was mad.
Yeah.
I mean, man, you was going off on folks. I was right there. You probably noticed me.
No,
I was right there. You said, "Man, I can't
you.
believe that dude just did this." You was going off, man.
I was hot about that, bro. I was hot about that. But Pimp, my heart. His mama was my heart. One of the greatest women I ever met in my life, and a soldier. I'm talking about the type that, like a Maxine Waters type, that'll go into the trenches with you. A woman, with integrity, strong convictions. She was one of those type of women.
Yeah, man, Pimp, man. One thing I liked about Pimp, he always listened to me. He came to my house. He was gonna put my kids in his will. He slept over my house. I had a big old house in Milwaukee. We used to have parties, and all the celebrities would come. Pimp would come. He never charged me. He would do my parties. He would never charge me. And I did a movie called The Best of Both Worlds. Pimp did the entire movie for free. Didn't charge me a penny. He asked me to come. I've been on 5 Pimp C albums. I know you know that. And one of Bun B's albums. Jay used to call me, "Hey man, call Ken." I get on there and do the song. Yeah. But we was close, man, and I seen him when he was fucked up, Willie. I'm talking about fucked up. Fucked up. Then I seen him when he came out of penitentiary. He was doing well. In both scenarios, Willie, he was the same nigga.
Well, let's make sure that we understand why he was fucked up. Because Pimp and Bun, they was really popular at the time. UGK was really popular. Pimp didn't want to get that album up.
Yeah,
he didn't want to get Jive that last album. And there's a story behind that why he finally gave it to him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when he did give it to him, things started turning around.
Yeah, when he gave it to him, I might, if I'm wrong, quote, I think it was $2 million. And he called me. It was him and Bun B was there. There's the Michael Jackson studio, and we did this song called "Two Type of Bitches." And Pimp said, "Man, I'm gonna write you this check." You know what I'm saying? He said, "But you got to kick it back, right?" You know what I'm saying? So I was like, he was doing some slick shit, man. But hey, he ate that motherfucking $2 million up so motherfucking quick, man. We was staying in the best of hotel. He said, "Kid, order whatever the fuck you want." Man, I was ordering motherfucking steak, shrimp, lobster, everything, man. That man's a motherfucker. Hey, listen, man. For what camera I'm on, this one? Hey, man, that man's a real player, man. You understand me? And niggas used to always say, "Hey man, it's Pimp or Pimp." I gave him, one of the white girls that I was fucking with. I said, "Here, Pimp, you can have this bitch." And she gave him money and she paid him and everything. And I said that now niggas can't say that he wasn't in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of niggas would say Pimp ain't in the game, and I used to hear that shit. When me and Zero and Jeezy was doing the Get Throw video, we was all at the video, and Pimp would call me. And he said, "Man, what move I make on this scene?" And Jeezy and Zero, they look like, they said, "Man, them niggas really fuck with each other." I really laced him with game. You know what I'm saying? I had bitches sending nigga naked pictures while he was in jail. Like literally. These hoes, man, they would do whatever I tell them. Hey, send that man some motherfucking pictures, man. Make that man time go by fast. And that's the kind of relationship we had. But I just want niggas to know that Pimp loved the game. For all my P's out there, he loved the game. He loved the game. You
have to love the game when you start your name off with Pimp.
Yeah, he loved the game, man. I love that dude, man. Man, I miss him so much, Willie, man, because I know you done got them calls at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning when that man saw like he got a Uzi in this ball. That man wouldn't even stop, man. That man would call me, "And Ken, and yeah, man, the fucking bitch, man." I was like, "Pimp, you all right, man?" And the man that talked for 2 hours, then he'd call me. He said, "Kid, I'm about to do some real shit, right?" I said, "What you about to do?" Man, I get the call. Pimp on the radio, cussing everybody out in Atlanta. I said, oh my God. I said, Pimp, we got to put the album out. I said, man, I'm on the album, man. I said, man, I love these niggas in Atlanta, man. Pimp like, man, them niggas woo. And then niggas calling me and say, what's up, man, with your boy, right? So I remember one time, a Slick Puller, Jeezy guy, right? So I called the nigga Slick Puller, and Pimp was right there. We was in his joint over there on Westheimer, that little apartment he had over there. Yeah. So we had the joint on Westheimer. So I'm calling Slick Puller. I said, man, ain't no problem with Jeezy. I mean, Pimp ain't tripping. And, you know, I didn't know, but Pimp was standing by the door. He had his head by the door, listen to me. And D. Shane that was on there. So I opened the door, and Pimp jumped up. His head was right there. He was making sure that I didn't say nothing crazy. But I told Slick Puller, I said, man, listen, man, we ain't got no issue with Jeezy. I said, man, woo. And they swapped that out. A lot of people think it was an issue. No, Jeezy didn't do nothing. The record label sent that invoice over there for $60,000 or whatever it was. And Pimp thought that Jeezy was trying to, you know, bust a move on him because he was used to Too Short and E40 now swapping music. You know how they did it back in the day. So he thought that Jeezy was, you know, on that. But Jeezy wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jeezy, they did a song called Dickies or some crazy stuff like that. And you know, Pimp wanted to get it clear, and they was tripping. You know, but, you know, I kind of straightened that out, you know, and I got on the phone with Slick Puller and, you know, let him know, man, you know, we ain't got no issues, you know, Pimp. Because, you know, all my, I ain't going to say my folks, but all the GD brothers, you know, they told Pimp, in Milwaukee at least, they told him, man, if you got a problem, we're going to put the whole force of the East Side gangster behind you. And Pimp knew that. And Pimp was like, yeah, don't make me call my East Side folks, you know what I'm saying?